Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Lori here. Quilting in the country. I should change that to quilting on the farm, but you know, we'll just leave it. Because my brother next door has a beef farm. He has cows and chickens and whatever. But anyway, just a side note. So how's everybody today? Hi Sherry. Thanks for putting that on Discord for me. I always forget. Terrible about that. Hi Joe. Good morning, GNB. What is your name? I can't remember. Unless you want me to just call you GNB or G. Call you G. Gail. My sister's name's Gail. I'll remember that. That'll be easy. Spelled different, but spells hers Gail. So that'll be very easy for me to remember. Hi, Jim. Welcome. So today, I mentioned last week about string blocks because they're great for busting your stash, right? Usually, I'm more of a scrap quilter than a traditional quilter. So I I've been a fan of Bonnie Hunter forever. Way back when she was, I want to say in the 90s, late 90s maybe, when she first started blogging. This is well before YouTube. She used to have a blog and she was going to college at the time because she's a masseuse. She finished that. I don't think she ever used it. Well, professionally, right? Um, so way back then I was following her. So I do a lot of her scrap system, mostly 2-inch, 1.5-inch strips, 2-inch squares, 2.5-inch squares, and 2.5-inch strips. No, I don't have a lot of use for the 3-inch ones. I don't know why. Um, I like small stuff, little itty bitty stuff. That's just my thing. So she used to do a lot of string blocks, and I know you can buy the paper for it, but to me that's a waste of money. I'm a little frugal, I guess. So I used to use phone books. Those were great. But now those are obsolete, right? A couple of years ago, I could put on my community Facebook page that you have, I need phone books if anybody has any laying around. And I would get tons, right? People would say, oh, I got one for you. I have last year's for you, you know. So those are obsolete. Hi, Deb. Welcome. Um, they're not around anymore, right? So I'm like, I really don't want to buy the paper. So last week I said something about wrapping paper because first of all, it's very affordable, right? And you have those odd sizes, when you wrap a gift, you got these strips left over, or at least I do, because I'm not the greatest of wrapper. I've seen where people can use a whole thing and not waste it, but I am not one of those people. So I'm thinking, I wonder if that works. So we're gonna try it today. I haven't tried it yet, so who knows? This might be an epic. Please don't do what Lori does day, okay? But we're gonna give it a whirl. Now, so I thought, okay, well, maybe people don't know what string blocks are. They're gonna find out. I can show you one quilt I have that is made from them that I actually stole from the dog. In the wintertime, I make, just the fleece ones. I just sew round fleece like Joe shows, like she showed her cat window thing yesterday, which is really cool. I think on the back of the couch over in front of the window for the cat and it's weighted and it will stay there. Thinking about doing that for Levi, but put the weight part against the back of the couch, because the ones I make them are just double-sided, two sides together, sew around, turn it right side out, sew around the edge, and be done. And those are the ones I do for the shelter too. But I thought on the couch, see, Joe got me all thinking, because she does it so the rice drapes over the back of the couch so it stays there, I think. Am I right, Joe? Or on the windowsill so it stays. So I'm thinking, I wonder if I did the rice thing and put it against the back of the couch for the dog, right? So there's the rice against the back of the couch so he doesn't put it on the floor, which is what he usually does. And I'm picking the darn thing up, folding it back, putting it back on the couch, especially this time of year when it's mud season. But in the winter, I usually use the fleece. And when it becomes summer or spring, he gets his quilt. Hi, Kim. Hi, June. Hi, Patty. Wrapping paper is great for FPP. You can pick up lots at yard sales. Yeah, you have a whole tote. So it does work for string blocks, you're saying. I was just thinking about that the other day when I was like, I gotta really make my own quilt. Because this one quilt I will show you, I made him. I want one. Actually, I have a lot of scraps to use up, so that's what I'm going to do. And we'll see. Hi, Judy. Welcome. So another thing you could do, I was thinking, I was going to pull this book out. I don't even know if it's in here, but let me see. Haha. That's where I thought it was. You could probably Google this. This was a quilt along with Primitive Gatherings. Not last year. It was the year before. Okay. So my thought is you could do any of these blocks with those string blocks, right? Because basically it's just a light and a dark. Or, so any of these blocks can be done that way if you want. I thought about that this morning. I was like, I have that old book. I could do that. Yes, and it tears away really easy. Sometimes we need to do what we have, like our grandmothers. You're right. Because phone books are no more, girl. That's what I used to use. Then I was thinking coloring books too, because they have that kind of paper. But yeah, I'm paying for those again, right? Where this is just, wrapping paper. You have it. And you have those little pieces that you can't use. So, do you like that black? I think they still have this book on their website. And it is really cool because there's no dimensions, it's just the visual, right? And I think we did all these blocks for that quilt along. And you can make them any size you want. So let me grab the quilt that is now Levi's quilt, which needs to be washed because it rained over the weekend and it was on the couch. And then yesterday it snowed. And then by the end of the day, the snow had melted. So now it's like mud. So ignore the dirtiness of it because I was going to wash it this morning. I'm like, I won't have time by the time the live comes on. So I'll just wash it after. So just ignore the dirt. It's going in the washer. Might have to stand back for this. I don't know. It's a pretty good size quilt. Is there a right way and a wrong way? I don't know. I don't think so. do this. Hard when you're shoved in the corner. Nope, the other way, Lori. So here's the bottom of it. I can feel the dirt on it, Levi. Let's see, when did I make that? I looked to see if there was a label. There was a label. March of 22. Oh. Hi, Lisa. So that's all from strips. Whew. Okay. So, I want to show you too. This is funny. The other day I said my brother got me a seam ripper from the Mack truck. What's the tool truck? Is it a Mack truck? Where they come to the places and sell guys' tools? Garages. There it is. It's pretty heavy too. Yeah, it's Mack, right, Jim? It's like weighted in the handle. Now, do you know what they do with a seam ripper on those trucks? Because I don't. Why would mechanics or tool heads or tool guys be wanting a seam ripper? I don't know. These are questions. So anyway, it's a pretty cool one. Pretty cool. All right, so I started out with the size I want. Finish, right? This has my 1/2 inch all the way around. Lifetime guarantee. It's for the guys who forgets. Forget gifts for their wives. I hope they don't have vacuum cleaners on those trucks because that would not be good. I mean, if you get a seam ripper, you're obviously a sewer or a quilter, right? You appreciate that. But I don't know about a vacuum cleaner or any of that other stuff. That could be. I don't know. These are things I wonder, right? So I have some strips, and funny enough, that this all came from the quilt along I'm doing right now with the little half square triangles. These are just the leftover parts from the paper foundation that you make the half square triangles with. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. Upholstery repairing cars. Yeah, that could be. That could be. I just found it odd. On that truck, they have a seam ripper. All right. I got my lights, my darks. So what I did was I cut these, and you know how it's on the roll, the wrapping paper. So I cut these, and then I ironed it. I pressed it because it was still wanting to curl up. And then I shoved them under my ruler for like an hour. And they're pretty. They're pretty. Well, it still wants to roll, but not. It was like this, right? So that kind of flattened it out a little so I can work with it. Hi, Sheila. So when I start this, I had to find a strip that's long enough here, because the middle will be your longest. Nope, doesn't cover. Here we go. Hi, Tracy. Tracy, do you have 2 YouTubes? I'm curious about that. Because I see you in the afternoon, right? When I stop by Kathy's. No, just that one. Is it another Tracy? Must be. I'll have to ask about that. I really honestly thought it was you. Mistaken identity. Okay. Let me turn you guys around here so you can see, sort of. Turning. Oh. I don't know what that was all about. Oh. Good to know, Tracy. I honestly thought it was you. Okay. All right. So I'm going to lay the dark one down first, kind of diagonal. I kind of want the seam close to the center because if I decide to do like log cabin layout, I want it kind of running diagonal, right? So I have no idea what I'm doing with these, but I really kind of want to make another one of those quilts since my dog owns that one. Now, do you think I got to lower my stitch length? It's on 2, which is what I usually use. I'm going to go like 1.8, and we'll see if I can rip it off. I should be able to. Hi, Susan. We'll see. Lined it up here. And the one thing about this, in my opinion, it's kind of brainless sewing, right? Just cover the square. Don't worry about it. Just cover the square. No need to worry. I'm going to do the light side first, I think. Line this one up. And I'm going a little beyond the wrapping paper because you don't want to come up short, just like paper piecing, right? Short is not good. Overhang, you're fine. Okay. And I'm going to get my big scissors. Just a minute. Because this doesn't cover it, but it's a little short. See it sticking up there? So I'm going to fix that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to trim it a little without cutting my paper. Because I don't like that seam too that close to the edge. So that's what I did. Just took a little chunk out. No big deal. I think I have a smaller one here. I'm going to line that up. Just like so. Okay. And we're going to sew that. Just kind of finger press it. Excuse me. And with the material I'm using right now, it is starched, like could stand in the corner starched. because I'm doing those hourglass units for the quilt along. So I starch all those 5-inch squares first, and that's what these are from. And they're, I mean, they are starched. So they fold right over nice. She used fabric scraps. Yeah, I'm sewing them to the paper. And then I'll rip the paper off after I square them up. Let's see. Give me another dark here. Oh, here's one. This will work. And this is exactly how I did that quilt that I showed you. Except I was using phone book paper. Which I'm out of. I don't have any more, so this seems to be working really well. We'll see if it rips off really good. Then we'll know. Okay. And the reason I use the paper, well, a couple of reasons. Because that's how I originally learned, number one. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And the other reason is it gives you something to shoot for. You don't really have to think. And you don't have to worry about your 1/4 inch. Because this isn't 1/4 inch. It's probably an 1/8. But it's a tighter stitch, so it'll be okay. Uses muslin squares. I've done that. I've used muslin squares before. So now our little paper is covered. I'm going to come over here and trim her up. I'll be right back. So I'm just trimming all the excess off, not cutting the paper. How's the weather out there today in your world, guys? It's nice here. Very nice. Sunny. The snow we had yesterday is gone for the most part. Our house looked like Jim's did this morning on Discord. Okay. Oh, one more drum. There we go. There's the back. Here's the front. Tiny Orchard quilts. Okay. It's 38 and feels like 46, so it's beautiful. Yeah. Jerry lives downstate from me. It's supposed to be in the 70s today. Currently in the 50s, but sunny. I'm a little jealous, Kim. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's see if this rips off the True Testament. How easy. Easy peasy it comes off. Wow. This is a job for, this is what I set my granddaughters up to do when I do a bunch of them. Look how easy this comes off. I am impressed. I had my stitch length at like 1.8. I usually do it at a 2. I can't believe it. Oh, this is great. I'm very happy. $50, yeah. Don't you love 70, Terry? I'm waiting. So there we go. Give her a little press. She'd be all good to go. Cute. So I'll be well on my way to making another one of those quilts. It worked. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? I was a little nervous. I'm like, what if it doesn't hold up in front of everybody? I'm gonna fail. Oh well. I would laugh it off. Because you get real here. You don't get no edited videos because I don't know how to do it. I really don't. So that's that. I'm excited about that. Good way to use up your old wrapping paper and your stringing scraps. You could go nuts and use whatever shape scraps, I guess. Just start with a square and cover it every which way. Have kind of a crazy quilt kind of thing going on. Oh, me too, Terry. I love when the sun is shining. You have finches out your window. Oh, that's awesome. When the hummingbirds come back. That's like usually May. Late May. They're amazing. They're amazing. So what else have I got? I did finish those squares from the other day. So those 3 are done from Summer Moon. I have the gingerbread. Let me see. I did a lot of cutting yesterday because I wasn't really sewing so much. Because I'm not a fan of cutting. Cutting and borders are my 2 least favorite. So I cut the gingerbread, the snowman, and the dog from Glory Holds Vintage Christmas. Kind of going at my own pace, not really with the Fat Quarter Shop or anybody else. I'm just doing, try to do at least 2 a week. Last week I got a big fat F because I didn't. But, I set myself goals, very goal oriented. I grade myself too. But anyway, so I was pretty happy with that yesterday. I was like, well, I got to do something. Otherwise, sit down at night and I didn't do any sewing today. That's terrible. You know, but at least I did cutting. So I count that. So I did those yesterday, finished up my blocks, and it's basically about it. So is anybody sewing today or running errands and all that fun stuff? Did no sewing yesterday, but got more fabrics. Susan, that counts, right? But that's a totally different hobby in my mind. Getting fabrics and using fabrics, right? Prepping for a tote bag. Awesome, Jim. Oh, Kim. Yeah. When you have to sew in the dining room, it is tough. I'm shoved in a corner in this house. Um, but at least it stays out. People don't like it, don't look at it. That's how I say. But if I had to sew in my dining room, that would be a problem. You're running a couple errands, so no sewing. Yeah. Oh, shop hop. That sounds fun, Susan. Getting yourself ready for the campground, Sherry. Oh, I can't wait either. We are so excited. Can't come soon enough. Been cooped up all winter. Um, ours opens because we have a site. Ours opens May 1st. Yay! But the kids are off next week for spring break, and the weather seems to be breaking. Seems. So we're probably going to go down there next week. Put the slide outs out. I think we're pretty safe to be able to do that now. Maybe get some cleaning done. So when they do turn on the water, I think the water's on, but they just don't advertise it. We'll be good to go and be able to go. I can't wait. That's where we spend our weekends. Terry has some cutting to do today. Sheila, good luck, Sheila, at your appointment. Tracy made a convertible sling backpack. Awesome. Not a bag maker. I don't know why. I mean, I've done clothes and formal wear, just never have done bags. I should try one. I might like it. Yeah, Susan, we want to see. We want to see the fabrics. We want to shop vicariously through you. Yeah, hopefully Maria's on at noon. Picking stray threads. Oh, you deserve a change, Lisa. You've been hanging out with that camo for I don't know how long. Long time. More window pillows for Joe. Oh, Joe, I went to that guy's website last night after I watched your live. Paranormal, whatever. You know who I'm talking about? You were mentioning him yesterday with Crafty Witch. And he was showing, I watched his last video. He was showing the little crocheted creatures that Crafty Witch had made him, and they look just like him. Did you see that video? Oh my gosh, what a talent she is. She is a talent. Oh, I've never made a bag, Terry. Do you believe it? I can't believe it. Your first love is bag making, much smaller to store than a quilt. True story. It definitely does not take up a million project boxes, right? Bye, Kim. Have a great day. Jonathan. Is it Jonathan? I could. Paranormal. Joe, help me out. What's his name? Is it Jonathan? I subscribe to him. Kind of a skinny guy with black hair. I think he has a mustache. Maybe a goatee. Trying to remember now. Nick. Nick, Jonathan. But anyways, and she's crafty. Yes. Yes. No, it's Nick Paranormal Poet. That's it. I'm subscribed to him too, Deb. Paranormal Society. Andy does the crochet. Yep. Yep. I was amazed because I was like, wow. And it was like alter egos, kind of. One looked just like him, and he even put the coat on that the little doll had on. It was cute. And then the other one was like his alter ego. It was really cool. Crafty Witch, yeah, Crochet Crafty Witch is her channel. Yeah, so I went and subscribed to him last night. I was already subscribed to her, um, but I went and subscribed to him last night after I watched your video, and I watched that video of his little dolls. I can crochet, but I can't knit. I don't have time to crochet, it seems. Maybe in the summer at camp, I might. Tracy, Wayfair 2.0 with bottom. With a bottle pocket and a bonus hand size. That's cool, Tracy. Andy, yes, that's her name. You're right, Deb. That's nice. They are fun channels. I agree. Good morning. How are you? The Siberian wind. You can't do the paranormal stuff. It's not your thing. Well, that video wasn't so bad because he wasn't talking, or he was just showing those things and they were talking. It doesn't bother me, that paranormal stuff. How are you today? Good? Good, 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 good. Are you feeling better? I hope. I watch that So Long You Do with Kathy because I watch Kathy all the time too. Kathy cracks me up. I wish I lived next door to her. Or just her personality. I love her. Oh. Slowly getting back to speed. Don't rush it. Take your time. We're glad you're feeling better, though. I'm happy to hear that. I'm very happy to hear that, Tammy. My window watcher is at attention. He's mad I took his blanket. Yeah, exactly. Pace yourself. Exactly. Oh, did I caught another one? Yeah, I did. At least he's on duty. Yeah, he's earning his keep, let me tell you. I know what he's waiting for. It's about that time. He's waiting for the mailman so he can bark. Excuse me. You're working on the Fab Farm? I have that pattern. I haven't done it yet, but I do have it. Gonna get an hour in. Good for you. Slow and steady. Got home at 8 yesterday evening. It was a long drive. Well, I'm glad you're back and you're safe. Back home safely. That is a long drive. That is too long. I don't know if I would do 8 hours in one shot. Well, I could do another one while I'm sitting here. That quilt takes a lot of them. Well, I'm glad that I found out that this works. So then, with those, should do 9 of these a week, right? For the half square triangles for that quilt along. And they're done on 5x5 charms. So there's quite a bit left because this only measures, let's see. This only measures 4.5. Or no, yeah. No, I'm sorry, 4. So this only takes up 4 inches of that. So there's like 1.5 inches all the way around, so when I trim it up, I get all of these, right? Lights and darks. And I mean, there's a ton of them. This isn't even all of them. So that way I can cut these down and use them for this. I'm not going to throw them away. There are big spaces between towns and Eastern. Yeah, so it's like country driving, right? Is it the first time? I think you might be right. I know you've got me on replay because you've left comments, but yeah. Hi, Andrea. Beef stew. Oh, that sounds yummy. That sounds yummy. So this weekend, our big to do will be to go to the barn and go through all of our totes that came from camp because we packed. Well, obviously, bring food home, right? But we packed up a lot of stuff and brought it back here. Um, so now I've got to go through all of that, repack what we're going to need. Um, so, like, I washed the bedding when we got back, that kind of thing last year, put it in a tote, put a dryer sheet in there. So that stuff's in the house. But go through all that other stuff so that we can start packing the vehicle. to go back to open up camp, which is super exciting. Crock pot meatloaf. I saw that. I saw that video. Um, I watched the video on that yesterday. I think it was crock pot meatloaf, and I was like, "Huh, never thought about doing that." But that is how. That is almost the exact recipe that I use to make my meatloaf in the oven. I never thought about using a crock pot. I bet you it was good. It sounds good and easy, and doesn't heat up the kitchen, which would be great in the summertime. After scripture study, I will go grocery shopping. There he goes. The fridge is kind of empty. Yeah, I have to do a Walmart order. I have to do a Walmart order for pickup. Oh, maybe late this afternoon. Really? That good, Joe? She doesn't want to make it any other way again. Was there a lot of grease? No. Because the video I watched, she put potatoes in the bottom, carrots, I think, or green beans. I can't remember. Regardless, and then put it on top. Right? Is that how you did it? My air fryer's not big enough. My air fryer's kind of small. You got them all barking at you. You hear them next door? Yeah.
I talked to her.
Oh.
I said, "Hi, how are you? I live here too, you know."
I live here
she
too.
Barks more. She likes me so much.
Yeah, I wish my air fryer was bigger. Because I really can't even use it for like dinner for French fries. Because, you're supposed to do a single layer and it's kind of small. It'd be all right for 2 people. But now that there's 4. Yeah, for you. Yeah, just 1 person. Even 2, it would be great. I could fit 2 in mine. Yeah, meatloaf. Sounds great, doesn't it? Yum. Oh, I'm so sorry, Patty. See what you did, Levi? Oh. Yeah, he can watch every Monday and Wednesday and probably freak him out a little bit. The dog never seems to be quiet. I don't think I've made it through one live stream yet in this house that he's quiet. That's the only thing I miss about, well, one of the few things I miss about the old house, because I could go in my sewing room and shut the door. Here I'm shoved in a corner in a big open area, so sorry about that. It is funny, but probably startling for you, like, ah. Hi, Joyce. I didn't even see you in here. Were you lurking?
No, I'm not sharing with you. No.
Yes, he was lurking. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad you were lurking and I didn't miss you. Try not to miss anybody. You have a caloric air fryer oven or rotisserie combo that you use all the time, similar to the Emerald oven. Oh. Hi, Jessica. Don't be typing, be driving. Too funny. What are we congratulating Joyce for? What did I miss? Joyce, what happened? It's a congratulations. It's a good thing.
You throw up on me, and you're cleaning it up.
Do
It
tell.
was all over here, so you could leave.
She won. Oh, that's right. I did see that too.
Push over my knee and get you
I did see that too.
But you probably enjoy that.
It was a pretty
No, I
bag.
would run.
Uh-huh.
So I can run faster.
And you run faster scared than I can.
Pretty bag.
I
One of these days I'll make a bag, maybe.
I don't know how.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Well, you lucky dog, Joyce.
I guarantee you one thing.
It is. It's a really nice bag. Wear it in good health with lots of money in it. That's what I say. But now you can make more. See, Tammy? Yeah. When a plan comes together, a plan comes together. And it was the one Joyce wanted. Joyce, her aunt, Joyce is a bag lady now, Patty said. That's funny. With lots of money in it. Oh, good for you.
Right, I know.
I was get excited when I see people win that I know. Well, not really know, but our friends on the YouTubes. Okay, I know that person. Good for her. Yay. That's great. Anyway, that's all I had for today, really. I just wanted to really test that out, see if it worked, show you guys how either it worked or it didn't. I'm glad it did. Slowly but surely, Tammy. I really liked it the day Tammy made it. Well, there you go. It was meant for you. How am I going to put them together? Probably in the dog's quilt. I showed it earlier, but I can show it again. This is a Bonnie Hunter quilt. It's called Shattered. She has it for sale on her website. Kind of got the idea, right? Wow, that's got to go in the washer. Whew.
I know, but I always talk to her. Bernie's telling me, and you guys can listen to this too. Her YouTube.
They can't. They probably can't hear you.
But he said my leggings aren't fixable because I have a hole right here and a hole right here.
How do you get a hole? She's got a hole in her leggings and then like her calf on the side.
seam.
I can fix it, but
See? Told you, Bernie.
yep. Thank you. Thanks, Jessica. Yep. So that's on her website. It's a pattern that she has. But anyway, that goes on the couch for the dog. And man, is it dirty after the last couple of days. Whew. Going in the washer. Right after I get out of here. Off here. So that's basically all I had for today. Anyone else? Questions? Comments? Concerns? Anything?
Bye, Nina. Love you.
Bye. Have a great day. Sophia's off to school. It is sunny out. Oh, you're welcome, Jim. Thanks for stopping in. It was nice having you here. See you later, June. Are you sewing in Discord today, Jim? Thanks, Susan. I really appreciate everybody popping in and making comments, and I'm glad it worked. Bye, Joyce. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you Monday. I don't know what we'll do, but oh, you have errands to run. Okay. We'll figure out something. Figure out something to do. Oh, yeah, Andrea, spend as much time as you can with her. So sad. They're never here long enough, in my opinion. Bye, Joe. Yeah. I feel for you. Okay, everybody. I'll definitely see you Monday at 10, and probably around on YouTube too. For sure. I will talk to you later, and thank you so much for hanging with me today. I'll see you definitely Monday. All right. Have a great weekend and rest of your week. And blessings to you all. Bye-bye.